There are certain penalties that go too far when teachers try to maintain order in the classrooms, whether it be because a kid overstepped the mark or because the teacher was in a foul mood. Monster closet. Using the janitor's closet to punish their 4-year-old students, a Houston, Texas, pre-kindergarten teacher and her assistant were fired. They dubbed the closet the monster closet. They held the door shut with their feet, turned off the lights, and warned the children that monsters were going to eat them. Duffel bag. When Sandra Baker arrived at the school to pick up her son, she was horrified to hear her son's voice coming from the bag while a teacher's aide stood and watched. Sandra complained to the district, which sparked an investigation. Christopher Baker, a 9-year-old autistic student, had been stuffed into a duffel bag with the drawstring pulled tight as a punishment for misbehaving in class. Homophobic humiliation. When a first-year principal caught 2 students fighting, he ordered them to sit in the middle of the quad and hold hands. As a result, the students started insulting the pair, calling them homophobes. The punishment sparked outrage on social media, and parents began calling for the principal to be removed. Paddles. A mother of a 6-year-old boy in Marshall, Texas, was furious when she discovered that her son had received 3 paddles from his teacher at Robert E. Lee Elementary School. The boy received a paddle for every time he disrupted class, and the number of paddles increased with each session. Lunch on the floor. In 2008, lunch was served on the floor at Charles Sumner Elementary School in New Jersey after Vice Principal Teresa Brown became upset when students spilled a jug of water on the floor. No braids in class. In 2009, when 7-year-old Lamia Kamen wouldn't stop playing with her braids in class, her teacher had had enough. The teacher called her up to the front of the class and then used a pair of classroom scissors to cut off one of the braids. The teacher was eventually suspended without pay. When Lamia's mother confronted the teacher, she was met with half-hearted apologies, and Lamia was transferred to a different classroom. Wrong shoe color. Cops picked up a 5-year-old student from school and brought him home because of his incorrectly colored shoes. Because his family couldn't afford a pair of black shoes, his mother had to cover the decoration on a pair of red and white shoes with black ink. But some of the ink must have worn off because it seems that wearing the incorrectly colored shoes is cause for calling the cops. Striped searched. In 2003, a 13-year-old student named Savannah Redding was strip searched after another student said she had 2 Advils worth of prescription-strength ibuprofen in her possession. After she was subjected to a backpack search by school officials who weren't satisfied, so they sent her to the nurse's office and subjected her to a strip search, forcing her to remove her bra and checking underneath the elastic of her underwear without telling her parents. Needless to say, Savannah's parents took the matter to court. Drawing on faces. 4th grade teacher Summer Larson got into trouble after she permitted students to write on the faces of students who didn't meet the required standards. If a kid didn't fulfill their reading targets, they may either skip recess or let their friends draw on their faces, according to Larson's original plan. Evidently, 6 of the 9 students did want to miss recess. Jailed for missing school. Diana Tran, a girl in the 11th grade who was imprisoned for skipping school in 2012, was an honor student who worked 2 jobs while attending school full-time and supporting her younger and college-aged siblings. Diana had missed 11 days of school in 6 months due to her hectic schedule, and Texas state law only permits 10 unexcused absences over the course of a 6-month period. Diane Tran was detained for 24 hours and charged with a misdemeanor after her 11th absence, but the court quickly dismissed the charges. Bubble gun. In 2013, a 5-year-old Pennsylvania kindergarten kid who threatened to shoot a friend with her Hello Kitty bubble gun was charged with making terroristic threats. When a school administrator heard the threat, she was discovered to not be carrying a lethal weapon after searching her backpack. After the girl's 10-day suspension, her parents decided to meet with the school and seek an attorney. Suspended for haircut. Patrick Gonzalez, a 12-year-old middle school student, was suspended in 2012 after getting his hair cut with an image of NBA player Matt Bonner on the back of his head. Patrick's mother had cleared the haircut with the school first, but he was then suspended until he had his head shaved on the grounds that the haircut was a distraction. The Spurs were hurt by the incident and gave Patrick free tickets to a game. Do you have any ridiculous stories about punishments from school? Let us know about them in the comments, but until then, here's a couple of the videos we think you should check out, and don't forget to click like and subscribe. Thanks.